Palantir and Airbnb up triple digits in their IPOs, while Wish.com down from its IPO a couple of weeks ago. VC firm 13 Ventures invested in all three. The firm has more than $1 billion in assets under management, and other notable investments in names like SpaceX and Curology. I'm joined now by Justin Fishner-Wolfson. He's the co-founder and managing partner of 137 Ventures. It's great to have you here, Justin. Do you think people should temper their enthusiasm about the IPO market right now, though?
I think that the IPO market is, it's been a much bigger year than any of us would have expected. And if you would have asked me in 2019, I certainly wouldn't have told you that during a pandemic, this number of companies would have gone public. Ultimately, the thing that we care about, and we're long-term private markets investors, is, how do these companies perform over the next 5, 10, 20 years? And the part that we're excited about all the companies you mentioned is that we think they're really strong businesses. So, whether or not the prices make sense in the public markets at any given moment, I think over time, the public markets will figure out how they want to value these businesses.
But is that a polite way of saying that you think the markets are kind of in wacky territory these days, given some of the run-ups we've had in certain individual names and just this melt-up in general kind of into the year end?
Well, there are things that I don't understand. If you look at the relative valuations of things like DoorDash and Uber, it's, they have similar businesses, right? Uber has a big food delivery business. So I can't tell you which price is correct. I can just tell you that both of these things don't necessarily make sense. And it always takes time for the markets to figure this stuff out.
No, it's an excellent point. It's like two opposite things can't be true at once. So that in some ways we have to still shake that out. Maybe next year, maybe not. I am interested in this direct-to-consumer healthcare play that you're excited about. We mentioned that you're in Curology, but also Pill Club, 30 Madison. Are these IPOs that are going to come to the market soon? Are they galvanized by some of the 2020 trends that we're seeing here? Why this space in particular?
I think there are a lot of tailwinds. If you really think about what's happened with the pandemic, it's taken all of these tech trends and just accelerated them, right? If you looked out at what was going to happen in 5 to 10 years, I think everyone would have said, there's going to be more healthcare interactions that are virtual. And now, because of the pandemic, people rightfully don't want to sit in a doctor's office. And so companies like Curology, that's in the prescription skincare business, right? A lot of this can be done with the camera that's on every single person's smartphone, and you don't need to go to the doctor in order to get a prescription. So I think there's a lot of great innovation that's happening there. The pandemic has certainly helped from a regulatory perspective as states have become more interested in helping companies, provide virtual care. And I think that just increases access for everyone. So I think these are all good trends that have just been accelerated by the pandemic.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.